And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster and I'm touching base with you as I always do. And my partner in crime is Mr. Chris Edwards. How are you
Good
guys
morning,
doing
sir.
today? It is Thursday. It is, or I've been here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're on the
You've been here
Monday, Sunday. Well, the full day was Monday. So Monday,
four
Tuesday,
days.
Wednesday. 3 days
Four
full.
days.
Today's the fourth day. Today's the fourth day.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I have had a really good time. I have to tell you. I
I
met the
can see that.
wonderful I met the wonderful Jennifer Hudson, photographed
Oh,
her,
you did.
also got to photograph with her, did a little selfie that I posted this morning. Yesterday I got to meet Josh Kawazi, who we featured months ago on
I
our
remember
Touch Base
that.
Daily Feature Friday, and he is responsible for the photography and filming of the Lincoln Continental, I should say not Continental, but the Lincoln Motors advertisement with the twins that we shared. But
Okay.
yeah, so it was really nice to meet him, photograph him, and so hopefully we'll connect and he'll come on the show. We'll see, and in the future. But he is such an incredible soul, just beautiful personality. Shared so many golden nuggets yesterday, and they had the young lady from Essence interviewed him, and he was just talking about his journey living in New York as a photographer and living in the Bronx. And then also, I should say, I think it's the Bronx. I think it's, yeah, the Bronx. He said, is there anyone in the Bronx in the house? So he's in the Bronx. We used to live in the Bronx, but now he lives in LA. So he's changed, talks about the
Okay.
change of lifestyle. And then he has another project coming out with Lincoln again, another project, and he has a
Oh,
couple of other projects that he's working on. His work is phenomenal, great
big
to,
time.
and the photographers were out for him. I mean, literally, we all got a group shot at the end of the when he spoke, and so everyone wanted to make sure that we connected with him because he is such a inspiration. He's working for obviously one of the biggest corporations in America in the automobile industry. So that
Yeah.
was really nice to be able to just share that time with other photographers and share it with us, taking photos together. And what else happened yesterday? Yesterday also, well, what was so funny? I'm working on the photos for today, for Jennifer Hudson. So we're going to submit those. We can't release those until they're approved. So they have to be approved by her publicist and the people. So, but once they are approved, I'll be able to share those photos with you guys because some good behind the scenes and some photos that were on location and actually while she was doing her interview,
I was
and
going to
she
ask,
shared a lot too. Yeah, she was good.
is she promoting a movie there?
No, she was promoting her show. That was
Oh,
it, her
okay.
show. Yeah, she was promoting her
Okay.
show. And that was,
Because they're
I
gearing up
mean,
for the next season, right?
yes, and she is on fire. Now, I know I presented to this audience, this community, and I said, does she have Oprah status? She is getting close to it. And the reason why I say that is because she has had so many celebrities on her show. Now, she may not be iconic in the Oprah way as a journalist, but she is definitely iconic as a personality.
Well,
I
I mean,
mean,
she's an EGOT.
she's an
Come on.
EGOT. Yes,
And as a matter of fact, I believe she's the youngest EGOT, right?
I think she is the youngest EGOT.
I think she's
Yes,
the youngest EGOT. So, I mean, that speaks volumes in itself,
yes,
you know?
and she talked about her history. She talked about, I mean, the interviewer. I did put that on YouTube. So I mean, it's a little choppy in the sound because I didn't have my mic system with me. But check it out. I think you'll get the gist of the conversation. It was
Okay.
absolutely wonderful. But anyway, there's people in the building. And if you're in the building, make
Yes.
sure you hit the likes. Make sure you hit the likes. Let's see. Let's send a I have so much control. You know, I have to tell you, StreamYard has stepped it up. I have so much control now from my phone. So that means I could be anywhere in the world and really it's just maybe little tweaks here and there, but it's pretty much. The
Wait,
same.
hold on. I thought you were doing this off your laptop.
No, this is from my smartphone.
From your what? Your iPhone? Your
My
iPhone?
speaking of iPhone, can we say oh Apple? But I understand the corporations have to kiss the ring. Did you
Yeah,
see that?
it's yes.
It
A
was
friend of
it
mine
was
sent it to me this morning, and
uh
no, as a matter of fact, it was Rex who sent it to me, even though I had already seen it.
uh
You know, here's the thing: I am disappointed with them, but then I understand
yes.
why they're doing it because, in order for them to be able to still sell their products in this country, if they don't kind of
Kiss the
do what
ring.
everyone else is doing, they're not going to be able to. So it's a love hate relationship, and I'm sure I'm not speaking for anybody, but I'm sure Tim Cook as an openly gay man who runs one of the largest companies in the world is
The
probably not
largest
something he really
company in the
wants to
world.
do,
Yeah.
but he does it because he has to respond to his shareholders. If it was him
Yes.
by himself, he probably wouldn't do it. But he has a fiduciary responsibility to his shareholders to make sure that
Yes.
their products are out there and making money. So
Yes.
I hate to see it. I understand, but it doesn't make it any easier. And I just want to throw up every time I see it.
It was so I was when I saw it this morning, I got it was in my feed.
Yeah.
DL Hughley sent it out, and I just sat there and said, this is so and but you can see that he did not want to do it. You know how body mat body cues matter.
Yeah.
As he was trying to put that glass on, his hands was shaking, and you could tell he
And
was
this is not someone that gets nervous because he speaks all the time in
oh
front of people, in front of heads of states, and I mean,
yes.
huge presentations. Are like him being nervous is not a thing. So you can definitely tell his body gave him a way that he did not want to be in that space.
Yes, and part of me, I know people were going off. People were in the chats. They were like, "I'm getting rid of my Apple. I'm getting rid of this. I'm done with Apple. I'm going to Android." Yada yada.
They're
For
doing
we
the same
photog,
thing.
but you know what? For we photographers, I have to say, the Apple ecosystem is the best platform for our work, for us
For your
to
workflow.
yeah, our workflow. I mean, I have to tell you, ever since switching over to Apple, my workflow has been the hours that I spent with a Android or and my HPs and all the other stuff took forever to do stuff, to do work on for my clients. And now I'm able to get through it because Apple has married I should say, Lightroom has married the proficiency of their product to go along with Apple. And so I have to say, this is one of those hard ones to digest, but
Yeah.
and being that I am from the Wall Street background, I understand it. And I can tell that by his body language, he was not comfortable with what he was doing, but he realized he has to kiss the ring of the king, just like everybody else, as in these corporate companies, if they're going to continue. And like Chris just said, they are obligated to their shareholders.
Yeah.
That's their obligation. And it's not about your personal life, what you feel about personal, even though in a lot of cases, some of us will not compromise. A lot of us are blended in our how we see the world and how we make decisions and who we interact with and how we interact. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was a hard pill to swallow this morning. I saw
Yes.
all of the comments in the comment box. Guys, how do you feel about that? I mean, you're in this audience, you're in this community. I would love to hear what you have to say. But Chris shared his view, and I'm sharing mine. Um, I was like, dog, I just bought my Apple devices. I was like, but I understand the need for my Apple devices, and I'm not tossing my Apple devices away. I mean, if if anyone's bought Apple devices, you know they cost a penny. Not many people can just, oh, you know what? I'm just going to stop using my Apple devices. It doesn't work that way. So
Yeah.
anyway, what are you guys saying? Well, while you guys are putting in your comments, we're going to say hello. So let's start with the beginning. Is Hannah is in the building? Let me
As
show. You know
always,
what? Chris, you could probably show it much. I can do it
I'll
also
do
from
it.
here. I mean, I
Here, I
can't
got
do
it.
it from here. You see, look, I could do
Oh,
it now.
sorry,
Look at
sorry.
that. You see, but you
Yeah,
see,
that
I
was
could
you.
do it from here. It's really amazing that I can.
Are you using
And
the app? Because I know
yeah,
they have an app for it.
no, I'm using my.
Just a
They don't
regular
have a.
web.
That's on
They
my
do
web
have
browser.
they do have a StreamYard app for iOS, so you can use. I think though typically the iOS app is for guests when they want to come into the room. But
Yes, that's what it's for. Because I
yeah,
couldn't use it for my regular. It's
okay,
for people that want
okay.
to come in the room. I see Chris says good morning. Chris is in the building. She says good morning. I see that, and so look, I can do what I normally do on my PC.
Good.
Um, Kelly A is in the building. She says good morning, everyone. Got that on the stage, and we can take that off. And then we have running a little behind. Okay, you got from Chris. He's letting you guys know. And Janet is in the building. Janet Fisher is in the building. She says good morning, all. There we go. And I love our community. I am so happy that you're here and to share this time with us. And Kimmy Kim is in the building. Kimmy Kim, what's going on, Kimmy Kim? I see you in the building. And let me get that off the screen. So, Chris, you see how good this is? You see how
No,
efficient this is?
listen. I'm loving it. I'm loving hearing the birds chirping in the background, and there's no New York City background noise, no ambulances, no fire trucks, or the taxis honking.
Thank you, Chris. You know how I
You
feel.
you look like you're in your element right now, sir.
I am loving this, and I got some good news for you. I got some good news for everyone. I'll tell you in a moment.
Okay, okay.
Elise says, "Good morning, everyone." So gotta get that in there. Thank you, Elise. And let's see who else is in the building. And um, also, Kimmy says, "I remember watching Jennifer on American Idol." Yeah, we all remember.
Yes,
We all
that was what
remember.
20 plus years ago, I believe.
20 years ago, she said. 20
Yeah,
yew ago. Ha,
that's
time.
we're old. We're old. Oh,
We're older.
before I forget, I need to give a special shout out to my father-in-law, Mr. Clay, who is actually here. He's in the living room watching today. So good
Oh,
morning, sir.
great.
Yeah,
Good
he's
morning,
here.
sir.
I thought I was going to get him to come on, but he just wants to sit there and watch. I was showing him StreamYard and Riverside and YouTube
Hmm.
Studio. So, because I think he's going to be doing some YouTube as well. So I might get him on
Oh,
here one day.
well, he's always invited. You know how we love
Absolutely.
guests. So,
Absolutely.
so Elise says, do they really have to kiss the ring? Elise, I will have to say, yes. I know that sounds a little rough and a little harsh, and I know some people don't want to hear that, but they do have to kiss the ring. If you have a corporation that large that's impacted by United States legislation, or well, in this case, the president, who is acting like a dictator, an
Yeah, that
autocrat,
part.
you have no choice. I mean, this is unfortunately the price of votes. When people vote for this kind of government, this is what they have. Um, you know what goes on in autocratic countries like Russia. Putin is an autocrat, and
Yeah.
if you don't get along, you get off the plan, or they kick you off or kill you off the plan. I should say the K word here, but they unalive you. So yeah, I know it's a hard thing a pill to swallow, but this is something that they have to do. Just saying. Um, so also I see some folks in here. Let's see what's it. It's all about money. Yes, it is. It
It
is
is.
all about the money. It's all about the Benjamins, as the song says. Hey, Aya is in the building. She says, Grand Rising Ron, Chris, and everyone. Yes, I see you. I see you. And who else is in the? Hey, Anthony's in the building from from his location. Buenos dias, buenos dias, senor.
Well, Let me ask you a question because I haven't really been tuned in too much this week. I see all the posts that you're doing, but I haven't had a chance to really watch it. It's been one of those
Hmm.
crazy weeks. But what's the experience been like this year compared to like past years?
This year, it's been packed. Each year has gotten the attendance has been outrageous. It's been the house has been packed. A lot of people. I think a lot of people feel at norm now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Now that
yeah.
we're moving further away from
Away from
COVID.
COVID. Yeah.
However, what I do find about among the artists is that they are talking about what's going on in politics. They are not afraid to share the uneasiness of this time, and they're also pivoting. Like yesterday, I do believe I forgot who was sharing yesterday, and she was sharing that um, we
Where did
don't
that
have
come
to
from?
give in. We don't have to give in to what's going on in Washington, D.C. And we as Black people, we know how to do the thing that we know how to do best,
Yep.
and that is pivot. We
Yep.
as a community know how to pivot. We know how to, when the script changes, we just rewrite the script. We've
Yeah.
learned as a community to adjust, and that's what and that was a lot of the messaging this week so far, is that we can adjust, we will survive. Black people have always been survivors. We've been in this country more than 400 years. We know how to survive. We've survived the worst. We've
Yep.
survived worse than Trump. Trump is just a symptom of the crazies that are out there right now, but we as a people have always survived, and we will survive because
Absolutely.
we have each other. And the great thing about having these platforms right now, as long as we have them, because I do believe one day there may be come a time that these platforms will probably be eliminated. But yeah, we have each other, and we're able to support one another's businesses. And so there's also this new movement of um, Black companies are really trying to get those that are smart, and that can are starting to use these platforms, like being like you just said, like your father-in-law going on YouTube, going on different platforms to share their products, to share what they're doing. They're no
Mhm.
longer living in the shadows as a business owner. So
So
these are the
you know
good
what?
things.
You bring up a good topic, and I want to transition into this. How like especially Black people are pivoting, and how the media landscape is changing. You know, we've come into this digital age where streaming is the norm and the prevalent thing that people are going to now. And this year, I've seen a lot of shake up, and there's a lot of hard shaking going on right now.
Hmm.
So I don't know if people are aware, with the whole merger with Paramount that just went through with Skydance, you've got other
Hmm.
companies now that are, there's rumors that Peacock and, what's the other one? Peacock and, oh my gosh, what's the other one? Uh, Oh my God, Paramount.
ABC.
No, no, Paramount are
Oh,
supposed to
Paramount. Yeah.
be. They're going to be either merging or doing some type of brand dealership as far as like their app
Yes.
later on. Also, um, BET they've canceled indefinitely the BET
Yes.
Awards and some of their other award shows.
I
That's
was shocked
huge.
to hear that. I
That's
heard that.
huge.
Yes,
That
I
just
heard
recently
that.
happened. You've got the Orange Menace going after Gail King, saying that she's on her way out. Does he know something that we don't know yet? I mean, and
Mm.
that's a strong possibility because you know that CBS and Paramount are really getting rid of diversity and getting rid of Black people on TV.
Well,
You know,
well, I mean, not to cut you off, but that
okay,
is the trend. Black
yeah,
people are being eliminated, period. I mean,
yep,
this is the whole, I mean, you think about unemployment for Black people is the
exactly,
highest since COVID. It's
yep,
7 point unemployment, I should say unemployment for Black people, Black women in particular, but as a Black population, 7.3% unemployment rate in the United States. just 6 months after this man has taken office.
And
Lem
why is that? They're the highest, they are the most educated group of people.
yes. And also, I see here, Elise says, and like I said, I agree with you, Elise. I agree, but I also know that in order to, let me just put her statement on the front, on the page here. She goes, "We are far more accepting and understanding of things if our comfort and convenience are impacted." This is true.
Yeah.
This is true, and I would
No
agree
lies
with you.
told. No lies
No
told.
lies told there. And I think she also shared, let me see, it was something else. She also shared, let me put that on the board. She says, if we are going to be understanding of Apple, no company should be held accountable or boycotted. I
Well,
disagree with that. I disagree and I agree. I don't think people are now going to trade in their Apple machines and Apple phones and all that stuff. I don't think it's going to happen. Now, will we adjust our buying behaviors? I think so. For instance,
probably. Yeah.
I will not buy anything else Apple. I mean, I don't think I will. That I mean, I already made my change my whole systems from one system to another system, which does not it does require a lot of money to do that. Um, but will I buy Apple products in the future? Probably not. I mean, and that's because, like for instance, I do not support Paramount. I do not support CBS any longer. I was a big, I love CBS, but no longer do I support it. I realize that I will support companies that align with people of color, align with Black people that cherish diversity, equity, and inclusion. I It is not a dirty word for me. It's not a bad word for me, and neither should I support any company that believes in that. That was the beautiful part about Lincoln yesterday, the company Lincoln, and they showed their years of commitment to the Black community, and that they also acknowledged that that the Black community, there would be no Lincoln Corporation without the Black community. So seeing them give back yesterday at the film festival and sharing that and acknowledging that was really special in that way. So so at least I do understand what you're saying. I think in the future we have to now make decisions on how we purchase and how we spend our money, because we do have to send a signal to Apple that the board members, because the board members only understand the money. And when
Yeah.
we as consumers begin to pull back the dollars, then the board will then say, Tim's, you have to, we need to rethink this. So it's the board members. He works for the board. I understand that part. Let me just hide that. Okay, so that was a good one. Thank you, Elise. Those are good points. Very good points, as usual. As usual. Kimmy Kim says, Gail, I'm sure, has thoughts of and possibly of being fired in the climate. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Chris, look at that. Yeah. Yeah. This is the climate we're living in. I
And
I
here's the other
had
thing. I don't mean to cut you off, but
yeah, go ahead.
anything to distract from this whole Epstein saga that he's going through, he's going to throw out at it. And like this is just another thing. Like every day it's something different. I mean, he has completely blamed this whole Epstein thing on Biden and Obama, who have
Yes.
absolutely nothing to do with it. They are not in power. They have no control and no say over if these files are released. It is just all smoke and mirrors. This man is implicated more than likely in it, and it will come out. I mean, the cry is too harsh now. It will come out. And,
It will.
them sending Congress home to avoid it, guess what, guys? You're coming back in less than a month. You're going to have to deal with it.
You're gonna have to deal with it. Also, Kimmy Kim, on the subject of Black women. Look at this. Look at this number. 300,000 Black women have lost their jobs since
Yeah.
the Orange Man took office. I mean, 300,000 Black women. Do you know the impact of that on the Black community? That's huge
Because
because
a majority are
yeah,
breadwinners.
yes, they're the breadwinners. let me just get that off the screen. They are the breadwinners. They're the ones that are pushing their daughters and their sons to go to college. They're the ones that are going out there, getting their degrees, working part-time, full-time jobs, 2 jobs, 3 jobs to get their degree, to become judges, to become dentists, to become
Yeah.
lawyers. Black women are the pillar of the Black community. There is no Black community without the Black women,
Yep.
without Black women. The Black community could not survive without Black women. They are the the pillar, the pillars of law, the pushing democracy, voting rights, all that stuff. We need it, but this is why they've gone after them. And now I want you to notice. This is according to Project 2025. They fired all these people, but guess what they're doing now? They're rehiring people. And these people that they are going to rehire are going to pledge allegiance to Trump. That is in Project 2025. People that did not read that, they didn't see that part, but they said they want to get rid of these federal jobs. You see, if it's time for me to go, we can get ready for the car. I'm going to walk to the car as we get ready because I see my partner in crime. Get ready to head there. But people will say that I forgot what was my train of thought. Sorry, my bad.
No, you were saying basically how people are going to be pledge allegiance to him to do his
Oh yeah, pledge
bidding,
allegiance. Right,
basically.
exactly. They're going to pledge allegiance, and that's politics. But
Yep.
unfortunately, yes, sir. I fell in the car. Hold on a second, let me put my stuff in the car. You have to take it out.
Did you forget your bag, sir?
Oh, almost. I just got in the car and forgot the bag. You see how you guys keep me going? Yeah, there we go. So, gotta get the camera gear in there. Can't function without it. You good, buddy?
For a full day of work.
Oh. It's okay. No, don't pull it. Okay. Okay. So, we're getting ready to head out to the PAC, the Performance Arts Center. But yeah. Okay, so continue, Chris. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, I mean, that's basically what they're doing. And here's the thing. This is the one thing that we've always talked about on this channel, how, Project 2025. And, I have to give kudos. Elise has been like the spearhead for this
Elise,
last
yes.
year. Yeah. Making us aware of all the different things. And this is clearly in there where, he was going to fire all these federal government employees and bring in the people that will pledge allegiance to him and do what he says unequivocally without question. And I mean, literally, that's what you have that's running government, quote unquote, running government right now.
Absolutely.
People that are just saying yes, yes, yes. And nothing is getting done. This man swears he's had the best presidency of anyone. Sir, you have had the worst presidency in all of America. Okay? As long as America's been a country, you have been the worst. This is the most crime-ridden, scandaled presidency ever. Without a doubt.
This is the worst.
You are a convicted felon running the country.
Well, this is what happens when you put a criminal in the White House. Elise says, Black women have a target on their back. Let me put that on the board.
Yeah.
Show on stage. Black women have a target on their back because of their activism and political strength. Exactly. Yep. Thank you for sharing that, Elise. Also, they are Yep. There you go. Elise said it too. There we go. We're on the same page. She knows. She and I, we know. But this Elise has led us on this, which is great.
Yes.
They are rehiring their supporters. So,
with no experience whatsoever.
With no experience. Kimmy Kim says, many women still don't get the implications of what's going on. This is very true. Very true.
Here's the thing. People only understand what's going on when it personally affects them. And when at that point, it's too late.
Yes.
It's too late at that point.
Uh,
Uh,
I see here.
uh,
Kimmy says, no.
no rights for women will mean nothing. So as Ron commutes
No
to
voting,
his
no
Ron, we're
health,
losing
no jobs.
Ron. So because you're traveling, you're
Yes.
going in and out. I don't know if you want to cut this a little short today because your video is very choppy and we're only hearing every other word. Up and we've lost. I think we lost
Can you
him.
hear me?
We
Take
can
over
hear
from now,
you.
from this moment. Yeah, I'm in the dead zone right now, so you won't see my visual.
All right, so let's see what everyone else is saying in the
But
room
now we're
while
going. I'm
Ron.
switching.
Oh shoot, we already put that on there. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? So what else is going on in the chat? What are you guys' comments about what's going on in this country today? Any other topics you want to touch base on? You know, this is Trend Watch Thursday. We talk about what's going on in the news. Let's see what people are saying. Absolutely true, Anthony. Some people don't feel that it applies to them. And like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't apply to them until it does. And when it does, it is too late.
Very much so, sir. Can you hear me, guys?
We can hear you. Yeah, I think you're out your dead zone now. You look good too. So I got a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think about his $900 million banquet hall that he's building that's bigger than the White House? And here's the thing.
Someone made a
He says
statement.
he's funding it, as he says.
Yes. We know that's not
Why the
true.
balloons?
The balloons. This is an indicator. It's a ballroom that big if they plan on leaving the White House.
Oh, he doesn't. So there's a video. Oh, actually, look who I just saw. I opened up my feed, and that's the first thing that came on top. Come on now. You know, he rubs elbows with all the fine people in Hollywood. Love it. I love it. I love it. So wait, there is a bit. I'm trying to find this video that I saw this morning. I think please tell me I saved it. It's of the Orange Menace and this ballroom. This is an AI generated video.
Yes, I saw that. I
did you
did
see
see
it?
that this morning. It's
Let
so
me
good.
see if I can find it, and I'll share it with you guys. Come on, where is it? Your activity. Let's see if I can find it in my likes section. I'll describe it. Oh, here it is. I got it. So it's under. It can be found. Let me see this person's name. Ari Kushner. ARI space KUSCHNIR. Let me see if I can. I can't pull it up on my computer, and I know you can't do it on yours because you're mobile right now. But if you go to his page, he has a video, and it's titled "MAGA Ballroom 2028." You're invited to the grand opening of the beautiful ballroom, a new chapter, an AI experience made with tools. And it just tells you, and it's basically a video showing his MAGA supporters not being invited to this ballroom and, you know, looking from the outside and actually trying to burn it down. You know, the people on the inside, they're drinking champagne and eating lobster, while the people on the outside they're poor, they're in floods. Now, mind you, he's only showing his the MAGA supporters that he's left behind, basically.
Yes.
It's so
stuff.
telling, but it's true. It's telling. It's very telling.
So
my other question is, what the hell was he doing on the roof? Like, I saw some really great comments about just keep walking, don't look at the edge, just keep walking until you fall off. But like, seriously, what are you doing on the roof? Like, what was the purpose of that? Taking questions from the roof, like yelling down at people. I think that's very telling. That's how he sees himself, looking down on Americans
Mm,
and people.
that was that was such a display of crazy, absolute display of crazy. But
And since we're
I'm gonna give it a sum up. Oh no, go ahead, Chris. What are you gonna say?
no, there's one other thing. There's one other thing. Like his late night rants that people capture, like some of his through social posts. The one he did last night was about how people are commenting that he pooped his pants and how Obama and Biden pooped their pants more than he did. Like, why are you even like commenting on that? And then the fact that you said that they pooped more than you did, you're admitting now that you poop in your pants. Like, this is quote unquote what the president of the United States is interested in late nights while when he can't sleep.
Yes, yes, yes,
Very
yes,
telling,
buddy.
people. Very telling that this man's not playing with a full deck, and we should be worried about his mental wellness.
Well, we all know he's not well. We all know that he's not well. But anyway, so now I'm gonna give you guys a little show. I think I did this yesterday, but it's a beautiful day to share the road. We're heading back to the pack, and so while Chris is there, you can see the wonderful
Yes,
greenery of
I love
Martha's
good
Vineyard,
scenery. That's one place I would love to go that I've never been
and
to yet.
hopefully, I suggest that Martha's Vineyard at some point. It really is. I'm very thankful and very appreciative that I was been invited to this, and it's worth it. It's worth every moment of being here. Um, the work, I love the work because I love being a photographer. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I kick you off? Did you put that up there, Chris?
Oh,
There's nothing on the screen.
this one.
Yeah. Anthony says that's the same thing that happened for his inauguration. All those invited MAGA supporters were left outside.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that was sad.
this one.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got that off. Okay, cool. But yeah, so today's gonna be a busy day. Today, to be quite honest with you guys, from this point on, we've been warned that it's going to get extremely busy. So it'll be busy today. We have a lot of events that we'll be photographing. I will share if I can, but I most likely, like I tried to share yesterday, but it was impossible. I was doing a lot of back and forth, but also doing a lot of editing. What's
Mhm.
really good about this year is that it's four of us as photographers, and
Oh,
so
that's
we've
good.
been able to. I mean, I'll just keep you guys checking out all the people as we're driving, and we've been able to spread out. So it's been great to be able to have the ability to edit photos while you're in a lull. So this year, hopefully, it looks like we'll see how get busy it gets. But the way it's formatted is that I should have all my photography edited be, before I leave here, or I will have only Saturday stuff to edit when I get back home. So
I was going to ask
that's
you
great.
when's your last day there? When's the last full day of
Sunday.
the? Okay.
Oh, Saturday. Saturday's the last full day,
Okay.
and that's a big day. Y'all know who hopefully will be photographing, and but I do have good news for you all.
Oh
My
yes, we're waiting
apartment
for
is
this
in
news.
contract. We're in contract.
Yes.
Yes,
Come
there
on
is a
now.
buyer. The buyer is we
Let's
signed the
keep our fingers
contract
crossed.
yesterday. So I signed my part today, at some point today, and yes, we're in contract. So that's a good thing. That's a good. The worst that can happen is that they pull out, and then I keep the 10% deposit, which is great too. So
Yeah.
if that happens, but
Listen.
no, I really want to be able to move on and move and close this chapter, and so it's happened. We got a buyer, and when I was here, when I arrived here on on Tuesday, I was working, and Tuesday, what they ended up doing is that the couple came back to the apartment, and my broker said he said they just came into the apartment and took a whole hour to just take it all in. And he was
Mm.
like, I think that's, he goes, Ron, I think it's a good sign. And then yesterday
Well,
he sends me a text and says it's now in contract.
let me ask you this though: were they there for the sunsets viewing?
Well, they were the ones that saw the sun. Yeah, they were there that saw the sunset.
Nice. Listen,
And then they
that
came
alone
yesterday,
will
came
make you.
on Tuesday morning to see the morning, what it looks like in the
That's a
daytime.
great way to sell a place. Trust me, especially
Yeah,
that place with that view for sunsets. You cannot beat
yeah.
it. That's
So
awesome.
yeah, so that's done. And
So fingers crossed.
continue to all my prayer warriors. I need y'all to continue to
Yes.
pray, and that everything goes. I just sit there and say, God is whatever you want me to do. This is your deal. This is in your hands. So all the prayer warriors, I know who you are. You're out there. Keep me in your prayers. Keep us in your prayers. Let's see here. What else I gotta tell you before we get ready to roll up? And once we roll up, it gets quite fascinating. Like it did yesterday.
Well, listen.
So you,
Before you get off, do you want to do your promos? I got your promo set up, ready to go for you.
oh yeah, you can do that. Thank you, sir. Oh, nice
All
one.
right, here
Thank
we
you, buddy.
well, here we go.
Okay, guys, if you are interested in being on the mailing list, join our mailing list today. Make sure you go to Ron Lewis Photos, click on Ron Lewis Photos. Immediately, the newsletter prompt will come on and just sign up for our newsletter. Thank you on that. And next, Chris. And also, if you're looking for an event photographer, remember, I do event photography. So I do it internationally and I do it domestically. So reach out to me and I do commercial photography and also family and any kind of events and also photojournalism, which is an event as well. There are events in photojournalism. So I cover those stories. Thank you, Chris. Next one. And again, thank you to all the Patreon members who support us and that continue to be a part of our community. I appreciate every one of you. Without your dollars, without your money, we cannot function in what we do here. So I just want to say thank you for that. You guys rock. And then without you, I could not do what I do. Okay,
Absolutely.
here we are.
All right, sir.
So also, and I'll meet you at the building, guys. Okay. And so um, we are now in mode. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera around so you guys can see like I did yesterday. Never know who I'm going to come across like I did yesterday. So yesterday I came across Thomas Lockhart. He's an amazing artist here, and Hannah and Dr. Tachi bought a poster apiece for his work. So it was absolutely amazing. He was so appreciative. He said, "Wow, I can't believe your community did that." I said, "Yes, this is how we roll." So guys, hit the likes. Also, let people know we're here. The likes are so important. Every time you come into the room, make sure you hit the likes. Okay, I'm going to turn this camera around, and you're going to see me as I roam into my space. Okay, here we go. So, okay, so you see that's the school, and that's the Performing Arts Center, which is connected to the school.
So, do they
And
take over the island, or just a small portion of it?
just a small portion of it. Like you'll see, there's a lot of events going on here. There's a book fair that was going on here for African Americans. They there were a bunch. But it is one of the biggest events on the island at this
Mm.
moment. There's other art over there, more art over there. But we were in that tent. There's another art tent. So we'll check out some of those later on. Also, this soulfully vegan, so good. So if you're a
Well, we know
vegan,
what
it's
Ron's
good.
eating.
This is the Lincoln Lounge. Hello. I was I was bragging about your commitment to the African American history. There she is. She was here. They're sponsoring. This is their whole layout, and this is the tent. Have a good day. And, and this guy makes the meanest hibiscus.
Okay.
So this is. They're getting set up to get ready for the day. This is another vendor, Hasta. I don't know what they sell. I have not been there yet, but yeah.
They've got a
So
line.
yeah, they got a line. These are all the folks here hanging out, and then that's the Vineyard Lounge. Everyone's there, and then there's the wonderful, great Amelia. Amelia. Okay, and now we're walking into the hello. How's everybody? And we're walking through. There's lots of people. Hello, everybody. Hello. And that's a step and repeat. Hello. Okay. So those are the people going in for the first showing, which is 11 o'clock, which is a bunch of short films. And they're going to be doing that. Okay. So this is my day. This is how I start my day. Every day I walk in and I greet everybody and say hello, hello, hello,
They're
everybody.
used to you with the camera.
Yes. Oh,
They know that Ron is going to be streaming.
yes. So there we go. There's lots of people. That's the other media. That's the media room. And the auditorium's over there.
So they've really taken
This
over the school.
is where the volunteers hang out. And then this is my spot. This is my building. This is my office. Well,
Staff
with a bunch of
only.
other people. With a bunch of other folks. So usually I'm in here and then I get my day set up here because there's a whole lot that goes in to being a photographer on the move. So anyway, let me show you let me see what I can do here. Hold on a second. I'm going to switch this and hopefully I can keep my signal. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay. So there we are. So how you guys doing?
I see you're out of breath, but you've got your gear ready and set up.
Yes. So what I end up doing is I have my bags here. Let me see, maybe I can do this a little better. I can put it on the lower shelf. So here we go. So you see I have my badge and all the stuff on. And so this is the headquarters. So you see there's a bunch of tables and places where people work. So this is where all of the information comes out of. And we photographers, we hang out here. So usually in the morning, I get my gear ready, I clean everything. Everything's pretty much clean. I did that this morning, last night. We put the gear out. I set up all my electric resources. So everything has to be connected so that way I can have my batteries all charged and ready to go. When I run out of a battery, I swap out and put new batteries in so that way I don't miss a beat through the day. Okay? And if you guys have any questions, you can use this opportunity to ask questions. And
Absolutely.
Chris, you're there to ask. I mean, Chris can read the questions and I can answer them while we talk.
I'm navigating here,
There
and we're
you
still
go.
good on time.
Okay.
Give a few minutes left.
This is my plug for my camera. I plug it in again as soon as I finish in the rooms. I come back here and I plug everything in. This is also where I do all my edits. So then I can take this jacket off if I want, because now that I lost my thing yesterday, I have now two badges. I have a badge here, which is always with me, and then I have my badge on my jacket here. So and that's it. So I'm just setting up, getting ready for the day, pulling in the power cords, and that's pretty much it. And it will be once I plug in, it will be a non-stop day. I will be in and out of the building. I'll be photographing from the main building to where I just showed you outside the what we call the tent. So I'll be over there as well. So this is me getting set up. This is what we photographers do. This is what, people say, why do photographers get paid so much? Or why do we charge
Do
what
we
we charge?
really? Do we? I mean,
we
even
don't we
we don't even
we
charge that
could
much. It's
never
like,
charge you. Yeah, go
no.
ahead, Chris.
No, it's I really need people to understand, like, when you do photography, they don't see all of this stuff. All they see is the person behind the lens snapping away, and then all of a sudden these pictures
Lost
just
Chris for a
magically
moment. Did we
show
lose
up.
Chris for a moment?
Nope, we're here. We're
Did
here.
Chris lose
We're
the
here.
signal? Oh, there's Chris.
Nope,
There's
we're
Chris.
here. We're here. We're here.
Okay.
They don't understand all the stuff that goes into it. It's the getting up early, it's the setup, it's actually doing the photography, and then it's the post production. That laptop is your best friend. And then also having external hard drives, because you have to back up everything. You have to have duplicates of everything just in case something goes wrong with a drive one place, you can have it backed up somewhere else. Yes, important. But can we point out how small these little drives have become over the years? Before, you used to have like these big drives. They started getting smaller and smaller. Ron
It's
just
gonna be
showed
a
you
busy
one.
day.
I'm gonna show you another one. Like this is a 2 terabyte. This is a 4 terabyte drive. It fits in the palm of my hand. So, I mean, these are really, really important to have on location to back up your data and to have your stuff backed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
All right.
guys. I always say, for we photographers, people don't also. If photographers charge you for all the hours that we put into the work, no one could afford us.
This
We
is
do what
true.
we do because we love what we do.
Very
We have
true.
to charge because it helps to replace the equipment. But it is so important that people know that photographers could never charge you the amount of money that goes into the photography career.
You
Just
have
could
a
never do it.
few rare photographers that can, do that, but the majority of us can't because no one would ever hire us.
Exactly. It's expensive.
Yeah. It's very
So
expensive.
you'll see that you see my road bag here. So I have my computer here. I have my camera here. My camera's ready to go. So as soon as I finish with you guys, our day starts at 11 o'clock. I'm going to run out into the tent. What I do is, what I like to do in the morning is, as soon as I get here, is to kind of like survey the land. So I'll walk around, just kind of like see what's going on, what's happening, who's here. I'll dodge in and out. And then I always have one camera with me, because you never know when you can get a candid moment that
Yeah.
represents your client's vendor, the vendorship of the client for the client. So for instance, there may be someone smiling, there may be a group of people laughing. So getting footage behind the scenes as well as the actual product that I'm trying to give for my clients is what counts. So it's getting that stuff for them. And then when the clients usually receive those items, they usually, oh wow, I never even thought about photographing that. I never would have
Yep.
asked you that about getting that. And when they see it, they're like, oh, that's why you're the professional. That's the difference between someone that is just taking pictures and someone that does event photography for a living as a career.
Yep.
So,
all right,
in here
Ron,
is my big trunk. You're
with
back?
that, I'm gonna let you go because I think that we need to be mindful of your time. It is 1 minute to 11, and you need to get started with your work day.
This is
So
true. I need to work.
I'm gonna sign us off. So thank you everyone for joining us today for Touch Base Daily. And Ron, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
And also again, I'll be broadcasting again. I may pop on later on, but again, it's getting busy now, so I may not have the opportunity. But if not, I will see you tomorrow morning, as we always do. Touch Base Daily, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Chris.
All right, no problem. I'll log you off.
Okay, thank you, buddy. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Glad to see me in my podcast mode.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.